Hello friends, this is Sabrinath and you're watching BA with us channel. Today I'm going to discuss about the important current affairs according to the source of Indian country and from December 1 to 6 of 2017. And this consists of important current affairs from the Hindu magazine and from important websites that I've seen like ADA, FS Cloud, etc. Many websites, and I've taken the important current affairs for you to explain it so that you can remember it quickly and easily. Tips to remember is a section that I have in my most of my slides and which explains only the imaginative story which is not real, and any resemblance to real life is really imaginative and in the unintentional. Yes, so just use the tricks to remember that current affairs alone. This presentation is not meant to hurt anyone. If tips to remember does it, sorry for it. Just use that to remember the current affairs alone. All the tips to remember used in this presentation is just imaginative stories for remembrance alone. Thanks. Let's start the current affairs. Now let's start with December 1, the important current affairs. Okay, the December 1 is meant for World AIDS Day. That means AIDS is a full form of acute immunodeficiency syndrome, which is caused by a virus called as human immunodeficiency virus. What was the questions might be asked in the exams as what's the theme for AIDS of 2017? It is just as right to health. Okay, how can we remember it? Everyone have their right to health. For that, he or she must first be decent and develop their immunity. So remember this thing. So everyone should have their right to health. That means everyone needs to live for things to live for a long time. So for that, first they should be decent. For decent, we can remember as December, and to develop the immunity. So when it comes to immunity, can easily remember AIDS. Okay, so I recommend you to watch these videos 2 or 3 times so that you don't need to study more than that. Okay, India, UK, Indo UK joint arm exercise Ajay Warrior, US Ajay Warrior 2017 begins in Bikaner. Okay, Bikaner is in Rajasthan, and Rajasthan Mahajan Field firing ranges. This Ajay Warrior is been 2017 is being conducted, and this is the third joint military exercise between India and UK. First exercise was conducted in 2013 in Belgaum, Karnataka, and second exercise was conducted in 2015 in UK. How to remember this? You know Ajaita Shah, a great cricket player. Ajaita Shah from India played two awesome knocks against UK, England at Bikaner in Rajasthan on December 1 and 14. So you can remember Ajaita Shah played two awesome knock. Where he played it in UK, in England at where Bikaner. Bikaner is where is in Rajasthan. On which days in December 1 and 14. So you can remember that from December 1 to 14, the Ajay Warrior has been conducted between India and England. Okay, so remember the story so you will not forget it. Okay, next is the BSF Rising Day. BSF is nothing but a border security force that is in the borders of India, Pakistan, and Bangladesh, and its 52nd anniversary has been celebrated. BSF is the biggest border guarding force in the world. It came to existence on December 1, 1965. That's why we are now celebrating as 52nd. And its headquarters is in New Delhi. The Director General of Border Security Forces, K.K. Sharma. Okay, can remember Attorney General is K.K. Venugopal Sharma, and Director General is of BSF is K.K. Sharma. Relate that while studying current affairs, relate one thing to another thing so that everything can be remembered easily. Okay, then India Singapore signed agreement on enhancing naval cooperation. Singapore Defence Ministry is called as NG Eng Hen. The Indian Defence Minister is called as Nirmala Sitharaman, and Simbex is the joint military exercise between India and Singapore. So the Singapore first female president is called Halima Yacob. So what India Singapore signed an agreement on enhancing naval cooperation. How to remember this? Nirmala went to Singapore. through sea. Okay, so imagine a story, imagine it in your mind as a video. So Nirmala is traveling to Singapore through sea and spoke to Halima, remember, as a Muslim woman or any woman using sim. Okay, anyone can speak only with the help of a sim on Beck's phone in English. So ing here mentioned for Singapore defense minister, and others can be understood by you. So I hope you have understood this current affair. Okay, MOS Home Sri Kiran Riju inaugurates 7th edition of 3-day Kathakar International Storytellers Festivals. Okay, Kathakar. You got to remember only one thing. They might ask you about which edition or what is International Storytellers Festival's name. So Kathakar. Kathakar means Kada. Kada means story. Story. So Kathakar means storytellers. So it's a whole story oral storytelling festival in India, and it's a part of Makad Nairanet Traveling Literature Festival, which was started on the sponsorship of UNESCO in 2010. Okay, so remember Kathakar. Kathakar means and storytellers, and was here. Okay, let's go for next. So IMF approves new USD 88 billion credit line for Mexico. Okay, credit line means it's a maximum limit up to which a loan can be lent out. So for Mexico, the US IMF has approved about 88 billion USD dollar credit. Okay, so with that thing, they can immediately deal without with the potential need for liquidity without having to request for an IMF loan. That means they don't need to request, they can easily get it because they have a credit line for about 88 billion. The capital of that Mexico is Mexico City, and currency is Mexican peso. Okay. Nagaland celebrates the 54th statehood day and the 18th Hornbill Festival 2017. Festival is actually inaugurated by our Honorable President Ramnath Govind at Naga Heritage Village, Kisama. Who's the questions might be asked as who's the Nagaland CM? It's called T.R. Zelang, and governor is Padmanabha Balakrishna Acharya. How can we remember this? Snake. Snake means called as Naga. So snake was found in a state bus of 54 passenger. So 54 you can remember as 54 statehood. That 54 passenger in hood. Hood means statehood. Hood of a shirt of a man. So 54 passenger in hood of a state of a man represents a 54 statehood. So driver made the horn. So it gives you a relation about hornbill festival and tried to stop the bus, but met with the accident. So 18 parts of the bus, so 18 hornbill, so 18 bus was damaged, so they needed to pay the bill. So hornbill pay for it. Don't need to remember the story for this small thing, but just for easy remembrance I'm saying you. So remember everything as an imaginative picturization also. Okay, USAID launches Rajasthan Development Impact Bond. Okay, United States of Agency for International Development, that's called as USAID. They might ask the full form for this. So remember as United States Agency for International Development announced its first impact bond across the globe by launching Rajasthan Development Impact Bond. Okay, the Mark Green administration of USAID started that this aim of bond is to reduce the number of mother and baby death by improving the quality of maternal care in Rajasthan health infrastructure. So in order to improve the mother and baby death, they have introduced a bond called as Utkrist Impact Bond. Utkrist is the world's first impact bond developed by partners including USAID, Merck for Mothers, and UBS Optimum Foundation, HLF, PPT, and PSI. So they might actually nowadays the question is not being asked directly. They might ask you about USAID. So USAID is the United States government agency which is primarily responsible for administering civil foreign aid. So his headquarters in Washington DC, and his agency executive is Mark Andrew Green, administrator. Okay, Mary Kom, for all boxing fans, is a sad news that Mary Kom resigns as a boxing's national observer. So, Sports Minister Rajya Singh Rathore, who has been a great shooter, has cleared that the active sportsmen will not be considered for the boxing national observer position. Due to this, the 35-year-old bronze medalist and 5-time world champion MC Mary Kom has resigned as the national observer for the Indian. Okay, Ankushita wins the best boxer title in the AIBA Women's Youth World Championship. She's 17 years old from Assam, and AIBA full form is a boxing association is the thing. In youth women's boxing championship, which was recently held in Guwahati, Ankushita won fifth gold with her boot against Russia's Ekaterina Dynek in the 64 kg final. How can we remember is that remember as Anushka Sharma playing boxing. So if you remember Anushka Sharma is playing boxing, you can remember this name as Ankushita. Okay. Next is government fixes sovereign gold bonds rate at rupees 2952 per gram. Okay, what is government's sovereign gold bonds means that it is a substitute of the real gold, so that the persons don't need to buy the real gold. They can just buy these bonds and so for currently the issue price of this is 2952 for all the peoples, and for who the persons who are applying online and making payment digitally, they'll give a 50% discount, and for them it will be about 2902. So these bonds are issued by Reserve Bank of India on behalf of Government of India and are traded on stock exchange. Okay, thank you. Next will be that Pakistan Law Minister Zahid Hamid resigns. Pakistan PM currently is Shahid Kaukan Abbasi, and capital is Islamabad. How can we remember this? School boy have hidden the midterm. So hidden midterm. So that is remember for what is Zahid, we can remember. So Zahid, you can remember as hidden. The midterm can remember as Hamid. The midterm mark list from his parents for his bad results. So his mother resigned the lawyer job from Pakistan High Court. So this will be clear thing. So after hearing this story, you will never forget about Zahid Hamid resigns news. Okay. SK Chauriza appointed as DGOF, that means Director General of Ordnance Factories, and Chairman of Ordnance Factory Board. It is one of the oldest and the largest industrial setup which functions under the Department of Defense Production of the Ministry of Defense. Okay, it is a family of 41 ordnance factories under the aegis of its corporate headquarters is located as Kolkata. So how to remember this? Ordinary factory members of Orissa. Here Orissa is related to Chauraisa. So Orissa and Chauraisa. So ordinary factory members of Orissa appointed under defense team. Defense team here relates to that the DGOF is under the Department of Defense Production. Okay. Okay. National Nutrition Mission. Everyone know that most of our children in India is affected due to lack of nutrition. So, the Union Cabinet, chaired by the Prime Minister Sri Narendra Modi, has approved setting up of National Nutrition Mission with a 3-year budget of 9046.17 crore, commencing from 2017 to 18. Can remember this easily. Okay, Dia Mirza appointed as UN Environment Goodwill Ambassador for India. So it's a good news. So most of you might have known about Dia Mirza. If you can't remember it, remember as Sania Mirza. Something question might not be not be so confused. So Dia Mirza or Sania Mirza? Mirza. Remember it as Mirza. Okay. So UN Environmental Goodwill Ambassador for India. Okay, that's the important thing. Shared Value Summit was held in New Delhi. The Minister of Industry and Commerce, Suresh Prabhu, was the chief guest for the Shared Value Summit 2017. It was held in New Delhi, and the theme is importantly studied is equity and empowerment. Okay, the Shared Value Summit is equity and empowerment. That means everyone should have equal opportunities and empowerment. So Shared Value creation focus on identifying and expanding the connectivity between the triple bottom line benefits like such as social, economical, and environmental. Okay, December 1 is over. Let's go for December 2nd current affairs. So Shiva Keshavan wins gold in Asian Luge Championship. Asian Luge Championship is like skidding through the ice, like that game. So he was a sole Indian participant, and he was also defending champion, and he's retained his title with 55.60 seconds. He was in the Okay, the Asian Luge Championship was conducted at Altenburg, Germany. Actually, it was meant to be conducted in another place, but due to some problem, it was conducted in Germany, which is not in Asia. Okay, so it was conducted in Germany. So, in the capital of Germany is Berlin, and Chancellor of Germany is Angela Merkel. Tips to remember is as Keshavan. That means the Keshavan has luck to win Asian Championship. So, luck you can remember in spite of Luke. So, Keshavan has a luck to win Asian Championship. Sushma Swaraj attends the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit. So, External Affairs Minister Sushma Swaraj attended the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Summit, which is held in Sochi in Russia. So, Russia's capital is not Sochi. Russia's capital is Moscow, and the President of Russia is Vladimir Putin. So, the questions might be asked where it was, which city it was conducted. You might be confused about Moscow. It's not Moscow. It's called Sochi, where it's been conducted. How can you remember it? Sushma went to Russia, and their President Putin asked, have you seen Sochi city? Sushma replied, yes, seen all of it. So yes, seen all of it. So that you can remember SEO. Okay, India re-elected to International Maritime Organization Council. So India was re-elected under category B. Okay, at an assembly of organization at its headquarters. Indian High Commissioner to the UK, YK Sinha. Okay, so they might ask you who is the India High Commissioner to the UK. That's called as YK Sinha, represented India at the assembly, where India secured the second highest number of votes of 144 after Germany's 146 and ahead of Australia's 143. So Secretary General of IMO is International Maritime Organization, is Kitak Lim. Okay, so IMO and LIM, remember sir, LIM. So LIM limo, you can remember as limo. So you can easily remember as Secretary General of IMO, and its headquarters is in London, UK. Okay, Miss Korea. So good news for Koreans. Okay, Miss Korea Jenny Kim crowned Miss Supranational 2017. This event was held at Poland's spa resort of Krynica Drog. So Miss Colombia Tika Martinez and Romania's Bianca Tirzin were adjudged first runner-up and second runner-up. India's official entry to the competition, Peden Ongmu Namgyal, reached the top 25. Miss Supranational 2016 was India's Srinidhi Shetty. Okay, the event was held in Poland. So the Poland capital is Warsaw, and the currency is Polish zloty. Tips to remember is Korean woman Jenny had super power to fly to Poland. Okay, Supranational, everything easy to online tips to remember. This is okay. DK Sarraf appointed as PNGRB Chairman. Okay, on December 2nd, 2017, DK Sarraf has been appointed as chairperson in the Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory Board. That's a full form of PNGRB. How to remember this? In Sheriff means as a greater person. He can rule some of the areas like that. You can remember it as a great military person. Anything. In Sheriff House, the gas agency has delivered the petrol instead of a natural gas. That means in Sheriff House, instead of delivering the natural gas, the gas agency has delivered the petrol. You can remember this. You can easily remember who has been appointed as PNGRB Chairman. PNGRB means Petroleum and Natural Gas Regulatory. Populism, named Cambridge Dictionary Word of the Year. Populism means the political ideas and activities that are intended to get the support of ordinary people by giving them what they want. It's similar to what is called as election motto in India, where they would promise and they would get votes. Votes of the people by giving them what they want. It searches for population rose when Pope Francis made statements warning against his rising tide. Raj Shah becomes the first Indian American to hold press gaggle. What's called a press gaggle? It's an informal briefing of what is happening in a White House. Okay, which they would say about in which there will be record, but there will be no videography. That means we cannot shoot out what they're saying, but can have a record of what is happening in the White House. The term can refer to the informal interactions between the press and press secretary. There will be not formal interactions. It will be only informal interaction. Before the videotape, I mean that means before they are going to shoot out, they would first have this press gaggle, and then they would start to have the videotape. So press gaggle is nothing but an informal interactions. So how can we remember? Raj Shah googled about press media of White House. So Raj Shah googled about press media of White House. Okay, this is it. So remember, Raj Shah is a person sitting in before of Google and is searching about the press media of White House. Okay, next Kenyatta sworn in as President of Kenya. Kenyatta 55, 98% of votes in October's poll. His main opposition leader Raila Odinga, who said that he is not going to participate because he felt that it is not free and fair. So Kenya capital is Nairobi and currency is Kenyan shilling. It's easy to remember this news because Kenya and Kenyatta. So president and country's name is similar, so you can easily remember this news. Okay, Surya Prakash reappointed Prasar Bharatiya chief. Okay, Prasar Bharatiya means his host is a function of Doordarshan and All India Radio. Tips to remember: Bharati Atal have a bright life like sun if they make partnership with Doordarshan and All India Radio. So Bharati, Prakash, Surya, Doordarshan, everything comes in the one line. So remember this one line. So remember Bharati Atal and have a bright life like sun if they make a partnership with Doordarshan and All India Radio. Hockey World League finals kicks off in Bhubaneswar. Third edition of this kicks off at Kalinga Stadium in Bhubaneswar. Tips to remember: Bhubaneswar Kumar played hockey during Kalinga War. So remember, Bhubaneswar Kumar as playing hockey while Kalinga War is being Kalinga War has been being processed. Former Chief Justice of India Adarsh Sen Anand passes away at 81. The former Chief Justice of India Adarsh Sen Anand passed away on December 1, 2017 after prolonged illness. He was nearly 81 years old. About Adarsh Sen, he was the 29th Chief Justice of India and served from October 10, 1998 to October 13, 2001. So the question might be asked, who's Adarsh Sen Anand? He is the former Chief Justice of India. That's a simple thing. So world's first IT campus for persons with disabilities to come up in Hyderabad. Okay, that's the news. Hyderabad is located is the capital of Telangana, and how can you remember this is working in IT requires only high brain strength. The other disability is not of concern. So everything is in this news, so it's easily remembered. Okay. Gulzar Penn's debut novel in English on the Partition 2. Veteran lyricist Gulzar has written English novel 2, which examines the status of refugees after the partition. Remembers India-Pakistan partition related to that. So it's easy to remember. It was published by Harper Collins India. Was originally written in Urdu. Gulzar is actually, they might ask the question is, Gulzar is which writes in which language? He actually writes in Urdu and now it's been converted into English. 11th annual MedTech Summit of Biodesign program held in New Delhi. Department of Biotechnology under Union Ministry of Science and Technology has implemented Biodesign program with an objective to develop innovative and affordable medical device. Okay, so under this program, 11th annual MedTech Summit was organized in New Delhi on December 2nd, 2017. To develop innovative and affordable medical devices as per unmet clinical needs of India. Sorry for delaying this current affairs. Infosys appoints Salil S. Parekh as MD and CEO. So it is Infosys currently the second software service exporter. How to remember this? He only saw a little about Infosys. Saw a little, saw a little, saw little, saw little. If you remember that, saw little means Salil. Saw little, Salil. So he only saw a little about Infosys. Okay, let's go for December 3rd, important current affairs. Okay, International Day of Disabled Persons is about 3. So 3 and handicap can be remembered easily, I think so. And what is that? It aims to promote their high rights and the well-being of persons with disabilities in all space of societies and development, and to increase awareness of the situation of persons with disabilities in every aspect of political, social, economical, and cultural life. The 2017 theme was transformation towards sustainable and resilient society for all. So that everyone in the society should have a equal society, equal opportunities. Everything is the main motto. So headquarters of UN is in New York, USA, and Secretary General of UN is Antonio Guterres. Okay, nation. Okay, our first president, Dr. Rajendra Prasad's birthday is on 3rd December. He was born on December 3, 1884 in Siwan, Bihar, and he was. This is 133rd birthday, and is actively participated in India's freedom movement. He was awarded the Bharat Ratna, the nation's highest civilian award, in 1962. He passed away on February 22nd, 1963. So he passed at the age of around 79. Yeah. And now his 133rd birthday is being celebrated December 3rd, 2017. Okay, Iranian president inaugurates first phase of Chabahar port. The Iranian president is Hassan Rouhani, and Chabahar port is mainly used for very simple things, that for trade between Iran, India, and Afghanistan, and also Pakistan. But right now Pakistan is not interested in that, and but India was happy that they have a great victory when the announcement came. But later on, the Iran announced that they will not do anything which goes against Pakistan. So this is a little bit of political problems going in it. But remember, Chabahar port is between Iran, India, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. The capital of Iran is Tehran, and capital of Afghanistan is Kabul, and currency is Afghani, and Iran currency is Iran Real. I think so, it's Real, and Pakistan is Islamabad and Rupee. Virat Kohli passes Brian Lara as a most double centuries. Brian Lara have scored only about 5 double centuries, while Virat Kohli has scored now 6. And he also, Sachin Tendulkar and Virendra Sehwag has scored 6 double centuries as non-captains, and so he is at the age of just 29. He has created many records. Sehwag is the only person who has scored 2 triple hundreds and 4 double centuries. So the next aim for Virat Kohli is to break Virendra Sehwag's record of 2. If he breaks that record, he will be a recorder of because only 2 triple centuries have been scored by about Don Badman, Virendra Sehwag, and I think so is Mahela Jayawardene, I think so, who scored Brian Lara, who has scored 2 triple centuries right now. Okay, India's biggest importer of US oil refiner by product paid Coke. So Coke is being imported more in India from US. That's the easy way you can remember this. Yes. Okay, India's Ajaita Shah is the grand champion at JES 2017. The catalyst pitch competition was in a competition. India's Ajaita Singh has emerged as a grand champion in the catalyst pitch competition held by Global Innovation through Science and Technology on the closing day of the Global Entrepreneurship held in Hyderabad. So you can remember this, that Ajit Kumar is a great motorcycle champion and will become a great entrepreneur in future in Hyderabad. So catalyst pitch alone, you have to remember this. Otherwise, it's easy to remember. Corporation Bank launches RuPay card. So there's a lot of cards like Visa card, Mastercard, and similar to the Corporation Bank launches RuPay credit cards, which can be used in about 1.5 million plus point of sale. POS means point of sale terminals, and 80,000 plus e-commerce merchants. If actually Visa and Mastercards is used in most of majority of the thing, RuPay is not used in that much effect. So Jay Kumar Garg is the managing director and chief executive officer of Corporation Bank, who unveiled the cards in Mangalore.